Welcome everyone to a nice summer edition of the Adult Take-In Makes. We have a lovely bee hotel to make today. It's just something nice to put in your backyard for those solitary bees or other insects that are going to be out and about this summer. So just a reminder, this won't attract like honeybees. You won't get honey. It's just for those the solitary bees that need a little home to either rest or nest in. Don't forget your scissors or a nice craft cutter, because you'll be doing a lot of cutting. And then make sure you don't lose your paper tube. This is going to be the template for about the size you need for the tubes that you'll be making out of the craft paper. And then we have twine here to hang it up once you're done. And tape. Don't forget your tape too. You'll need lots of that. And we'll get started. Got my supplies out. The first thing we're gonna do is cut 2 by 6 inch rectangles from this craft paper. Get that undone. And they don't have to be perfect. I prefer to use my handy little cutter there. But if you have just scissors at home, you can make like a little template and keep going. My cutter is only about a foot long, so, and the paper is I think 15 inches, so I'm just gonna cut my paper down. Here we go. Right about there. The making of the tubes is the longest part of this project. It's a little time consuming, but it's something nice to do on like a rainy day, or if you have a few minutes to spare, you can just sit down and make a few. That end cut is not even, so I'm gonna just cut off the ends to make it a little bit more straight. Yes. So about 2 inches. Again, it doesn't have to be perfectly. If it's a little bit over, that's okay. I'm just gonna cut a few here. And shorter than 6 inches is okay too, because our little plastic containers that we're putting them in, there's spots where it's going to be shorter than 6 inches, and you don't want any of the tubes to be sticking out. Moisture is not a good thing for these little cardboard straws. So there's those. There's a tube inside that you can use to help you roll the other cardboard tubes. And I just wrapped the twine around it. This is the twine you'll use to hang up the bee hotel. Just got that off. And this is about the size you want to aim for too. So ours will be a little bit shorter. You can see this one this one sticks out just a little bit too far. We don't want it to
get rained on, so we're gonna make them a little bit shorter. And my first round, I made all of them too long, and then I just cut them down to the whatever size I needed. So you're just gonna roll, and tape. The directions say you can tape at the midpoint, but I found it just got a little messy. Like, you don't want these ends poking up, so I ended up doing one on both sides. And you don't want to wrap it around too tight around the tube, because it's hard to get out. So just a loose roll around that tube works. And they all don't have to be the same size too. You can have different varying sizes. This is just like a good template idea, the one I gave you. So there's our first one. Put that in. Do the next one. So again, this is a little time consuming, but you'll eventually get there. Have your kids help you, or a friend. There we have another nice tube. You just want to make sure like there's no like jaggedy edges anywhere. They're nice, clean, smooth cuts. If you're feeling really fancy, you can even buy these tubes on Amazon, pre-made. Here's another one. I'll just finish these out. The tubes are a really nice thing, but you don't have to fill up your entire container with the tubes. You can add in some sticks or other random things from around your yard to fill in some spots. Make it a little bit more natural for the bees that are coming in. I'm sure you'll find some other insects will like it too. Oh, looks like the last one. So that was 6 right there. And I'll show you what that looks like. So you can see I have quite a ways to go, and some of these are sticking out, so let's go ahead and trim those down. It looks like more like 5 inches might be better, or just over 5. You just want to make sure they stay out of the rain. Stay inside the, this container. You don't want it getting wet. Oh, there it is. Yeah, one tiny layer. So lots of work to do. And then if for some reason they do get wet, or if they start looking kind of gross, there should be plenty of craft paper that I gave you to make some more in there. Lots of craft paper. Here is the one I did before. So this should be the end goal, to have lots of little tubes in there. And then I went ahead and used my vinyl cutter to just make some pretty flowers on the side. That's something you guys can always come in and do on like our open lab times. And we are starting up doing open lab at the branch on Tuesday morning. So come visit me at the branch. I'll be there and I can help you make pretty flowers for your bee hotel or whatever project you're working on. Now, hanging it up. You want to secure it so it's not swinging around on something. You don't want the wind blowing it around. I'm trying to remember how I had mine. I think I started out with cutting my string in half. There we go. And I got pretty new scissors that actually cut. Yay! And whatever you do, there's no like right or wrong way to do this. All you need to do is make sure it's not gonna fall out of what you made and it's not gonna swing. The directions also say to make sure it's about 1 meter above the ground, so not too high but not like close to the ground either. And then if you can get it facing the south sun area, that's good too. So I'm just putting 2 tight knots, but if you have a better way to secure this too, please do that too. So this is what I did, just made like 2 little loops around the container and knotted it. And then I have plenty of extra string up here. Don't forget you need extra string to hang it. So depending on where it's going. If you have something big you need to wrap it around, don't forget about that. And then I would probably like have it leaning up against something too, like a tree or a fence, something like that. And that's about it for this project. On the back side of your directions, I just added a little bonus. The big tree hunt for Relief, Michigan is this year. So as you're out and about, maybe hiking or maybe just in your backyard, be looking for those bigger trees because they want to know about it. And then they keep a pretty large database of all the large trees in Michigan, and there's winners per county. So if you think you found the largest tree in the county, and you can go back to their database and see what that is. I forgot, it's a crazy high number. Yeah, I think the current winner is over in Marshall somewhere. But yeah, if you think you know about a large tree, definitely fill this out and send it in, or you can just go to their website too, and they have a online submission form. But yeah, just a little extra bonus. I thought it was fun to like talk about trees too, because we're kind of doing like a nice environmental type of project this time. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this one. Oh, our summer reading is going on too, another little side thing. But don't forget to pick up our summer brochure. There's a really nice calendar in the back that shows pretty much every day there is something going on. So check that out, or go to our website. Our calendar's on there too. But yeah, Oceans of Possibilities is our theme. So start reading, have your kids start reading for prizes, and I hope you guys enjoy your summer.